Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. I played 3 games of this last night, and Doom prevailed. Doom beat everybody. Uh, I can't seem to get this wire out of the way. Doom. There we go. That's a little bit better. Doom. How's that? Doom prevailed. Let's just say, keep it at that. And so I had some time now, and I thought I'd try again. So I see you got a couple of people watching. Let me know. Can you see? Can you hear? Anybody who's is Marvel United. It's a game by a company called Simon, cool mini or not. And it's a cooperative game, meaning all the players are on the same team and you fight a bad guy who's programmed by cards. There is a variant where the bad guy could play, but I haven't tried that yet. Hey, Chancellor's Gaming Center, how you doing? Chancellor's Gaming Center says he can see and he can hear. That's because my wife is in the office today, so I think the internet is only for me today. So I will. The game is really easy. This playmat I got because of I kickstarted it, but I think you could buy the playmat on Simon's website and everything. But let's just go. So there's only one way to win. The only way for me to win is for me to beat Dr. Doom. Here's a little Dr. Doom mini. Okay. And these 6 locations, I just picked them. If you play Dr. Doom, you have to have Latvera. So he's in Latvera over here. And then all the other locations are New York locations because it's the Fantastic Four. So we got Reed Richards over here at the Baxter Building. Is the New York Police Headquarters. We got Sue over here at Central Park. We got Johnny Storm up there in Times Square. And then we got Ben Grimm over here on Yancey Street. And I try not to start them all on the same location because if Doom, when Doom attacks, he attacks everybody at a location. So then that would just be 4 damage. So how do we lose? The most common way to lose is if this little marker, this little cosmic cube makes it to 20. So Dr. Doom, through various turns and cards, that'll keep going up. This stack is his hit points. He's got 9 hit points. I cannot do any damage to Dr. Doom if there's a Doom bot in his location. The other way to lose is if I have no cards in my hand. Another way to lose is if there's no cards left in this deck. There'll always be cards left in the deck. That's stupid. Cards left in Doom's deck. If I go to take a card from Doom and there's no more, then time ran out. So there's a million ways to lose, but only one way to win. So with that, I'll take a sip of coffee. And I will begin it's a tough game, man. You have to play perfectly. It's like a puzzle to solve. And you have to play the puzzle perfectly. So I'm just putting a link in the chat if anybody wants to come in and hang out and talk with me. All right. So like most superheroes, they sit around and, hey, Caleb, great game. Hi, John. Hello, chat. Hey, good to see you, Caleb. So like most superheroes, they sit around and do nothing and wait for the villains to attack. So here is the first card. So this is the first card. So you see there's an arrow and a 5. So you just follow it around. And you just do what the card says. So Doom goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going right after Ben Grimm. He goes right to Yancey Street. And it says BAM. So over here you read BAM. It says deal 1 damage to each hero in Doom's location, plus 1 damage to each hero in locations with any Doom bots. Then increase the Doom track by 2. So I'm going to increase the Doom track by 2 because I always forget. And then Ben's going to take a damage. This really sucks because I don't want Ben to lose his starting card. So for whatever reason, Reed's going to take the damage. As long as you take a card, you could do that. Then it says, "You must surrender, Richards." So he landed on Yancey Street and shot a missile at Reed Richards right in front of Ben Grimm. Each hero chooses to either discard one card from their hand to the bottom of the deck or take one crisis token. Now, the problem is, if I discard one card from each hero, we lose the game because there's only one card. If ever I have no cards in my hand, we lose. So we're going to take 4 crisis tokens. So Doom, he goes to Yancey Street. He shoots a missile over to the Baxter building at Reed. And then just starts doing whatever he does that causes crisis. Crisis tokens just represent like general plot and problems that need to be overcome. So what is Doom doing? He's I don't know. He's at Yancey Street. He's kidnapping everybody. Okay, and then a couple of civilians wander in. So Ben was visiting Alicia. Alicia just wanders in. Oh no, not on his. It's on other ones. So I don't know. Somebody went to Latvia like a crazy person, and 2 people showed up at the Baxter building. We put his card over here where it says starting card, and now I have 4 cards in my hand. I draw one more because you always draw a card at the beginning. Hey, Emily's here. How you doing, Emily? Then you draw and do stuff. Now, Ben is on the same spot with Dr. Doom. Here's Ben. They're kind of like chibi figures. But he can't attack him. So, Okay, so Reed is going to go first. Mr. Fantastic is going to play Plasticity. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, this line is called the storyline. You're here. You could use one of your stars or attacks in an adjacent location, so he could stretch to other locations. So he has 1 wild action, and since this card is full, I don't want this card to overflow, because as it overflows, we increase his plot track. So I don't want these 4 crisis tokens, but I don't want this. So he only has 1 wild action, so he's going to use it to rescue this civilian. So at the Baxter building, Reed goes to Willie Lumpkin, the mailman, says, "You got to get out of here. You got to get out of here." Oh, Levi's here. Levi says, "I bought the starter set of Marvel United. Haven't played it yet. Thanks for the demo." Oh, which one did you get? Did you get the X-Men or did you get the Avengers? Both of them are the starters. And make sure, Marvel Champions is a different game. Make sure you're not mixing it up with Marvel Champions. Marvel Champions is just it's like a magic game, just like a card battling game. I've never played that, and I'm not really interested in those deck building magic type card games. Oh, okay. So Levi got the Avengers. Okay. Yeah, you need that. You need that because it comes with like all the little bits that you need that, like the dashboards and stuff like that. I mean, you could do without them, but it came with the Spider-Verse set as well. Oh, cool. Where am I? Oh, yeah. So Reed just went. All right. So now it's another turn. I draw a card. I am going to I'm going to play the Human Torch, a Teamwork card. Perform all the actions of the same type as all tokens on the Fantastic Four card. Here's the Fantastic Four card. There are no tokens on it. Okay, so I get to perform all these non-existent actions. Then I get to put a movement token on it. So I'm building up that card for the next. And then Johnny Storm gets to move. But you also get to use the actions on the cards just played before you. So the first person who plays kind of gets screwed. But now Johnny Storm has a wild action and a movement action. All right. So he has so what he's going to do is he's going to use his wild action to take out this thug. And then he's going to use his movement action to go to Central Park and see how Sue is doing. All right. So now I draw another card. Oh, cool. Ben's got teamwork card. I don't think I'm going to play his teamwork card yet. Yeah, all right. I'll play his teamwork card. So perform all the actions of the same type of all tokens on the card. So there's a movement. So he's going to go see if Reed is all right. So he used that movement. Then I get to put an attack token on it. And then he gets a movement from Johnny Storm and his own attack. So he's going to move to the police station, use his attack, and take out this thug. So that's what he's doing. So that was 3 actions. Now Doom is going to go. But before Doom goes, Doom needs coffee. Oh, man. Oh, man. So Doom. Uh-oh. Doom is going to... The card says he rotates 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's chasing Ben around. He's just taunting Ben. Bam. So he attacks Ben. So Ben's going to take a damage. But you know what? I don't want to get rid of his starter card. So he goes to the police station and fires at Reed again. So he's just taunting. So Reed takes a damage. So he goes here. He fires a missile at the Baxter building again. So it makes sense. He attacked from this flank. Now he attacked from that flank. There are still no Doombots on the board. You fell into... Oh, and then this goes up too. You fell into my trap. Increase the Doom track by the number of crisis tokens the heroes have. Then one hero... So, wow, it goes up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and then one more. Jeez. I forgot to start dealing with the crisis tokens. That... Oh, and then I got to deal with... So now... Doom releases a thug into the Baxter building, a Doombot into the police headquarters, and a thug into Central Park. And Central Park is now full. I don't think I'm going to be winning this particular game. It's already tough. All right, so since he's chasing Ben around, oh, we got an auto assembly in the police station. When adding Doombots in this, and it added extra. Okay, so 2 Doombots showed up here. That's not good. All right, so I'm going to play Ben's starting card, his rock-like skin. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, you may ignore 1 damage during each villain turn. So, all right. So I get this attack and I get that attack. So Ben just smashes these 2 Doombots. They go on the thug track also. They count as thugs. So Ben just starts beating up Doombots. All right. I want a lot of actions. All right. So now Reed. Oh, I got to draw a card. All right. So Sue will play her teamwork card. Sue gets to use all of these actions. So she's going to use this attack action to take out that thug. I don't like when the cards... She's going to use this movement action to remove a crisis token. Then we get to put a star action on here as per her card, and now she gets a star action. So for the next star action, she's going to rescue this civilian. So I always like to say that that's Franklin. She tells Franklin, you know, she puts him in a force field, protects Franklin from Doom's horrible attack. Oh, yeah. And then she also gets this attack from the Thing. So she'll take out that. Unfortunately, I could only get rid of 1 crisis token per player turn. Okay, otherwise I would. So that's good. So now the teamwork action has 3 actions, 1 of each. All right. So not bad, not bad. I'm gonna play Reed Richards, Super Genius. This turn you could treat all symbols as wild. So these 2 symbols are wild, and that's wild. So he has 3 wilds right now. He's going to use 1 to get rid of a crisis token. He's going to use 1 to defeat that, and then 1 to put on this card. All right. right. All right. That's 3 cards. Now Doom goes. Oh, no. So Doom doesn't move at all. He stays and he attacks Ben. Ben takes 1 damage, but Ben's rock hard skin absorbs 1 damage. But this token goes up by, so we're halfway to losing the game already. You'll rue the day you ever heard the name Victor Von Doom. 1 hero takes a crisis token. So we're back to 4. And then he releases the Doom bots. So when adding Doom bots to this and adjacent locations, add 2. So there's a Doom bot factory in the police station, which really sucks. It just releases Doom bots all over the place. Come on, where's that Doom bot tokens? So I put okay, so this fills up and spills over, so this goes like this, and then I have to put a Doom bot. Oh, no. Only 1 Doom bot there. 2 here. This one just fills up. It doesn't spill over. And 1 there. Okay. All right. Good. All right. So Doom is coming out strong. I draw a card. What do I want to do? This is rough. This is going to be rough. All right, so when Doom is defeated, this okay. So Doom bots explode here, Doom bots replicate here, Doom bots explode here. Doom bots are tougher to defeat there. Doom bots are tougher to defeat there. Man, this is going to be rough. Okay, so I'm going to have Reed go. Reed, Mr. Fantastic. He has 2 attacks, a movement, and a heroic action. So he's going to use the movement to get rid of that. So he stretches and deals with whatever the crisis Doom has put on us. He's going to attack this thug. And then he's going to use a heroic action to rescue this civilian, because that card was just full. Oh, you know what? No. He's going to use a heroic action to rescue this civilian because he could stretch. He has the plasticity. So he stretches over there. What cops are there in Marvel Comics that he rescues at the police station? There are no real recurring cop characters. Okay, so now I draw another card. Got a bunch of Human Torch cards. And the art on the cards is not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to play the Human Torch's starting card, which is Pyrogenesis. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, you could treat heroic actions as fights. All right, and he has a movement, and a punch. So a movement, and a punch. So I'm not going to play that. Okay, I'll play a regular. So he has a movement, punch, and a heroic action. All right, so he's going to use his heroic action. Well, he's going to punch out this thug. So Johnny Storm just punches out a thug. He's going to use his heroic action to rescue this civilian. And then he's going to move. He'll move to Times Square. And he has another movement. He'll use his last movement to get rid of this crisis token. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot you could do that. All right, so that's 2 actions. Draw another card and then go. All right, Reed will play his teamwork card. So I get to use all of these actions. I could use this movement action to get rid of that crisis token. So Reed is just figuring out Doom's plans. He will use this star action to, we got to start defeating these. Oh, I got to put this token here. It's just so tough. George Stacy. Oh yeah, but George Stacy it doesn't get rescued. He dies. So he used his movement action to deal with the crisis. He used this star to do this. Okay. Movement action to get rid of the crisis. All right, you know what he's going to do? All right, we're going to start this turn all over again. All right, so there we go. So he's going to use his movement action to go here. Okay, so that takes care of that. He's going to use this fist action to take out that thug, and that clears this card. All right. So unlocked. The villain acts early. So now the Doom will go after every 2 cards instead of every 3 cards. So Doom is, he's, things are going bad. So I moved, I acted. This star action, I will rescue that civilian on Yancey Street. Okay, that was just this. Now he gets these cards. So now I put another movement action on the card because that's what this says. Now I have a movement, a star, and a movement. So his movement, he's going to go to Latvia. For a star, he's going to rescue this civilian. And then for his last movement, he'll go to Times Square. I don't know why Latvia is right next to Times Square and Yancey Street, but it is. So we did all of that. Reed did all of that. He had a lot of actions. Those teamwork cards are now pretty powerful. But Doom didn't like that, and he's going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. He goes home to Latveria. Another civilian shows up at Yancey Street. A civilian shows up at Times Square. That makes sense. A civilian, but 2 Doom bots. So he goes to Latveria, and he starts building Doom bots. Man, I gotta find Doom bot tokens. There we go. So he fills up all this. Oh no, he doesn't fill up all the slots. So Doom does that, and that's all that's on that card. That's all that's on that card. All right. So now I draw a card again. So remember, so whoever goes is going to have this movement. A movement and the star. All right, so I'm going to play the Invisible Girls, the Invisible Woman's first card, which is invisibility. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, when the top card of the master plan deck is revealed, you may choose not to take any damage until the beginning of your next turn. If you do so, the next turn you must play your card face down. Okay, so she has a movement and a star. So for 1 star, she's gonna put heroic action on this. We need 3 on each card to disable that card. And then instead of moving, she's gonna get rid of that crisis token. I don't like these crisis tokens. Hey, Don's here. Hey, Don, how you doing? I'm playing the game. And Mama Donna says hello. I put the invite in the chat if anybody wants to pop in. How's everything going? I've been seeing you've been having a rough time with your house. Jeez. So I'm just playing a board game. Dr. Doom is beating the Fantastic Four. But then again, fighting Dr. Doom should not be easy. Should not be easy. So that was Sue Storm. So now another, I drew a thing card. Where is Ben? Ben is right here. So he's going to get a star, a movement, and a punch. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to play a Ben card. I'm going to play a Ben Grimm card, the thing. So Ben gets a star, a movement, and a punch. So for his movement, he'll deal with this last crisis token. There we go. For a star, he's going to rescue this civilian. So Captain Stacy got rescued. Gwen was there visiting her father. So he rescued, he's not Spider-Man. He's not Spider-Man. He successfully rescued them. And then he's going to use this punch action to take out a Doombot. Boom. Okay. He's going to take out a Doombot. Now, when a Doombot is defeated in this or adjacent location, each hero at its location takes a damage. But Ben can ignore 1 damage. So there you go. He could ignore 1 damage. So there we go. All right. That's 2 cards. Now Doom is going to go. Doom is over there in Latvia building robots. And he's going to go 2. Okay. So he's going to go 2. So he's attacking the Invisible Woman. He's attacking Sue. Sue gets bammed, but Sue is going to use her invisibility power, so she's not going to take any damage. She turns invisible. Means I got to play the next time I play the Invisible Woman. I gotta play the card upside down. So I'm going to put this token on the card to remind me. Oh, good question. What does joining with the link and tell? It just means you're going to be on the stream with me. So have your camera going so we can talk. I like to talk to faces, not avatars. And we just talk. Help me out. Talk whatever you want. Comic book, board game, nerd channel. Nothing. Nothing too special. So but still this goes up by 2. Few men are as subtle as Dr. Doom. Each hero chooses to either discard all of their action tokens if they have, or take credit. So Doom starts building a machine. He's building some sort of evil mechanism. So we're back to 4 crisis tokens. We just cleared them off. And then Doom has a Doombot in Central Park. Remember that movie, A Doombot in Central Park? I love that movie. And now 2 thugs. 1 thug shows up at the Baxter building. Oh no, 1 thug shows up. When adding Doombots in this and adjacent locations, add an extra. Okay, so there's an extra Doombot over here because of the auto assembly. Where's this card? Okay, and thugs are not affected by this, so we get a thug in the police headquarters and a thug in Times Square. As far as cards go, that wasn't that bad. As far as cards go, that wasn't that bad. All right, so now at the top of the order, Johnny goes. I'm going to play his teamwork card. So Sue is still invisible. His teamwork card. I get to use all of these tokens. So I'm going to use 1 movement token to get rid of a crisis token. Remember, I can only get rid of 1 crisis token per turn. All right, so Johnny is doing work on Doom's schemes and scams. He's going to use he's going to use that star action to rescue this civilian. So this card gets cleared, and now this slides down. So now this is unlocked. The villain is now vulnerable to damage. So now we could directly attack Dr. Doom. The problem is Dr. Doom is surrounded by Doombots. So we have to destroy the Doombots before we can destroy Dr. Doom. But when you destroy a Doombot, they explode and you take a damage. So Doom is crafty. So we got to do a lot of stuff still. All right, so we moved. We did this. I want to. What do I want to do? So I moved. I used the star action. I have another movement and a punch. And I have a bunch. And I have a bunch. Oh, we got somebody in here. Who's here? Who's here? Hey, Chance.
Yeah, greetings.
How are you?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Well, I live in 1 second. I've got the stream going on twice, so I need to cut that to eliminate the double audio. All right,
Yeah, you
there
got
we
to
go.
turn off YouTube.
Yeah, just did that. All right, so to answer your other question, I'm from Missouri, and
Oh, cool.
and I came across your channel watching the Fourth Age one time, and I've been subscribed
Oh,
since.
cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. RJ's coming on tonight. We're going to do comic book team up tonight with John Dexter at 8:30.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to this game is such a puzzle. But so we all right, so we use these two actions. This action uh he's going to move to so he flies to Latvera. He's going to
Mhm.
use this action to take out a thug for no real reason other than that card was full, and that'll pump up the Doom track. Now, because it's a teamwork card, I put this star over here, and now I have these actions over here. So Doom bots, because uh, these Doom bots have extra armor. So the
Mm.
last thing he has is uh, he has a movement and a star. So I'm going to use. I don't know if you can hear my cat yelling,
I can.
but I'm going to put a star over here. We got to start clearing these. These are called these threats. Yeah, my cat. He's old and he doesn't like to come down the stairs, so he stands at the top of the stairs and howls like to make me feel bad to go get him.
I see.
Poor cat. Come
Yeah.
on, Thor. Come on down.
Yeah, I've got a cat in my house too, so I
All right. So that
understand
was
cat
Johnny's.
troubles.
Yeah. All right. So that I draw another card. Uh, what do I want to do now? I really want. So this is a star. I want a bunch of stars. The only problem, the only star card I have is the Invisible Woman's, but it's got to be played upside down to pay for her invisibility.
Ah, yeah. I'm very interested in this game. Yeah, it seems to
Oh yeah,
that because I'm a avid gamer and a comic book fan myself, and being able to bridge those two interests together always fascinates me.
yeah. I don't know if you saw, but I just played a game called Age of Comics. It's about making comic books in the 40s. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love
Oh,
it. I played it 4 times.
that sounds like it's right up my alley. I'm a huge Golden Age comic books fan, so that sounds like it would just be a great time for me. Oh, that's a nice, but that's
Look
some
at that.
nice
Oh,
box art.
it looks like it froze up for a second, but there we go. This is Age of Comics. This is the collector's edition.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
solo. I played solo last week a few times. All right, so I drew a card. Um, Johnny, what could Johnny do? All right, so I'm gonna play Johnny's start card.
all right.
All right, as long as this card is face up in the storyline, you can treat stars as attacks. So I'm gonna play this. So Johnny now has a move and a star.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna do this. So he's gonna move, and then we're gonna place the third star on this card, which clears this card, and then this token goes up here. Now we don't need to clear that card. We can attack Doom, but this is if we clear this card, it'll help us because each location has a beneficial power that's hidden by those they're called threats. So now we cleared one threat. Okay. And we're ending his turn here. So at the end of the turn, draw a card. Okay. If your hero is a member of the Fantastic Four, you could draw a token instead. I would rather draw a card. So we heal up. Remember, we started out the game with 5 cards in our hand. We were down to 3 because we took 2 damage. So that was great. So Johnny ended the threat on the Baxter building, and now we're able to use the beneficial powers of the Baxter building. I got tape on my collar and it's driving me crazy. Okay, so now Doom goes. So Doom goes. All right, Doom is going to go 1. And then bam, he's going to attack Ben, but Ben could resist 1 damage. But this still goes. Increase the Doom track number by the number of crisis tokens the heroes have. 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're at 17. Oh, man. And then we've got to release a Doom bot in that location. And there's an auto assembly there. So that means 2 Doom bots in that location. Got to find another Doom bot token. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. I could use other tokens, but that drives me nuts.
Yeah, I like to use the intended game pieces for any given game myself.
Come on, Doombot. There's a whole bunch of tokens I don't know what they do yet. I'm excited because they work with other villains. Oh, there's a bag with Doombot right here. I didn't open this bag yet. Okay. Okay, cool. A whole bunch of Doombots. It's 2 Doombots. Where's that card? So because of the assembly, a Doombot here, and then a thug in the Baxter building and a thug in Central Park. All right. All right. All right. That card goes here. All right, so now it's the hero's turn. The first thing we do is draw a card. All right. I'm afraid to use the Invisible Woman because she's going to basically do nothing. We got to pay for that invisibility. So she's,
So a lot of resource management in this game, or at least a fair bit.
She's got a good card that I don't want to wait.
Right.
All right. Ben. Oh, did we freeze up? I was looking at the board.
Yeah.
All right. So Ben's got 2 wild actions and a movement. So Ben's got 2 wild actions, and so he's going to use 2 stars because he can't. He's in the police headquarters with Doom. But there's 3 Doom bots, so he can't hit Doom. And if he hits these Doom bots, they're going to take damage. And he only prevents damage on the villain's turn. So I'm going to put 2 tokens here. And then I'm going to use his movement to get rid of a crisis token. Remember, we can only get rid of 1 crisis token a turn.
Right.
All right. So Doom is just distracting everybody. He's just distracting everybody. It's pretty brilliant the way these work. All right, so now this is pretty good. Johnny is going to come in. So Johnny's got 2 wild actions, a movement, and an attack. So he's going to come move. He's going to use a wild action to do that, to get rid of the auto assembly machine. So this token goes here. So now, this self-destruct covers this side and this side. So, all right. So he moved. He's going to use an attack to. This is rough. To get rid of one of these crisis tokens, and now he has 2 wild tokens. Man, this is rough. This is rough. Because if he attacks those Doom bots. So he's going to attack this thug with one of his wild actions. And then his last, so he moved. He used his attack to a crisis action. Yeah. And that, yeah. What does he have left? He has a wild left. So his last wild is whoa, his last wild is he's gonna move. He's gonna come over here. Okay. Sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's gonna go. He's gonna end here. He's gonna end in the Baxter building so he could draw an extra card so he could heal. There we go. There we go. And I just saw the Invisible Woman's card, so that's gonna be great. So now Doom is gonna react to this. He's gonna go 3. He's going back to Latveria. He's gonna create 2 Doom bots to take over the world. And stupid civilian. Well, I guess it's not too stupid to be in the NC Street and to be in Times Square. That kind of makes sense. But we lucked out. There was no BAM, so we didn't increase his Doom track. Who is? Oh, somebody's calling me. All right, so I still have to pay. I still have to pay the toll on the Invisible Woman. Damn you! Damn you! Damn you, Sue! That really sucks, and I don't want to wait. So I just got to get it over with. So I'm going to pay this card upside down. That'll get rid of this. So she only has this card. So she has a movement and an attack. Okay, a movement and an attack. So she will use the movement. Now she'll use the attack to get rid of that crisis token, and she'll move to Times Square. There's just too many Doombots over there. There's just too many Doombots. But at least I paid her her tolls because she had a good card that I wanted to use. All right. Now the bad thing is nobody else has any tokens to use because she was invisible, so they can't see her. So man. So I will. Okay, I'm gonna play. Where's Johnny? All right, Johnny Storm. Johnny's got a good card, but all right. So I'm gonna play since she has is getting screwed. So she's gonna use the teamwork. So she gets to use all of these tokens over here. Okay, so I'll put 2 stars on that card. Okay. As a movement, she'll get rid of the last crisis. No. As the attack, she'll get rid of the last crisis. So now so these are the symbols that she's now. She has 2 movements. She'll go down to Yancey Street, and then I put another movement token on that card, and she gets 1 more movement. So she will end here, and we draw a card. All right, there we go. Freeing this Baxter building is the only way to win because it just it lets me see now I'm back to the beginning. I got 5 cards in my hand. The cards are also their hit points. Who just called me? Oh, that was actually my job. I gotta call them. Did they leave me a message? No, they didn't. Oh man. All right. So let's see. Movement token. So we got rid of all the crisis tokens, and I got a lot of Sue Storm cards. I'm gonna do. All right. So our Invisible Woman, she has a movement and 2 wild actions. So she's gonna move over here. I'm not wild heroic. She's gonna put 2 on this. That'll clear out that threat, and that ends her turn there. You may place a star token on this pool from the. All right. I never use this, but this acts as an extra space to house people, so that that card like gets bigger and bigger, so it doesn't overflow. Oh, she can't go. It was Doom's turn. It was Doom's turn. So put this back. Okay. Yes. Yes. It's 2 cards. It's Doom's turn. All right. So Doom goes 2. 1, 2. There's nobody there. Johnny Storm and the Invisible Woman are both going to take a damage because they're here. The Invisible Woman's going to turn invisible to avoid the damage, but Johnny Storm will take a damage from the Doombot. All right. Because I want to keep that card. This goes up 2. Oh, damn. You rue the day that you heard of the one here, so we get 1 crisis token. But we are at 19. We got and haven't done any damage to Doom. Damn you. All right. This is rough. Oh, we just lost. I got to put 2 civilians over here, and that overflows, and we lose.
Oh, sounds like Doom lived up to his reputation.
This game is rough. This is. I started. Yep. But I got to go. I got to call back my job anyway, so it kind of works out. All right. I'll see you guys.
All right. Thanks for having me on.
And I'll see you at 7 o'clock. No problem. At 7 o'clock, I have who do I have on today? I forget who I'm even talking to today. So I have a talk at 7, and then at 8:30, I have a comic book team up. Oh, today I have John Reeves from Trombone Man. That's exciting. John Reeves at 7, Adam Reeves at 7, and then John Dexter at 8:30. Right, bye-bye.
Bye.